Good afternoon. You're back with Cooking with Carol Diane in her kitchen. Today, I'm going to make for you, coconut pound cake. I haven't made this in years, so bear with me. I've set out the ingredients to show you again so you get kind of a good idea of what is in the recipe. You make it in a angel food cake pan. And the ingredients are very simple. I know I've showed you before that I like to use Crisco shortening. Well, today it's Crisco oil. 1 cup of that. 2 cups of regular sugar, just G&H sugar, off-brand sugar, whatever sugar you have in the house. 6 jumbo eggs. Now this was kind of a challenge for me this morning when I went to 3 different stores and they aren't selling jumbo eggs anymore. Because chickens just aren't laying the big ones anymore. So I had to get extra large. They're not jumbo, but they're pretty good size. They really are. So we'll go with them today. And we're going to be using 6 of those. We're going to be using cake flour, not all-purpose flour. We're going to be using cake flour. And I brought the box to show you just so that if you've never used cake flour before and you go to the store and you think, what does it look like? Is it in a bag? Is it in a box? Is it in a sack? This is what it looks like right here, is in a box. And we're going to have a little bit of coconut extract. That's the flavoring. And that's basically all that's in this pound cake. It's delicious. It makes a lot. And every now and then I like something different. Raising 4 boys, we had a lot of chocolate cakes that I had to make over the years, and I get kind of tired of chocolate. So we're going to make this one. Like I said, it's not from my grandparents. Got this years ago from a real good friend. I wish my grandmother had made something like this. She made a lot of pound cakes, they did, but not that I remember ever a coconut pound cake. My one grandma, I will talk about a lot with her because, like I said, I am close with her, was close with her. And she taught me so many things, not just even cooking. She taught me how to embroider. She taught me how to do crewel work, cross stitch. I have 2 pictures in my kitchen that I've hung on to that she, many hours that she did cross stitch of beautiful pheasants and ducks. And she taught me the long lost art now of tatting, which are all the little knots. And she made an Afghan for every grandchild that was born. My youngest son didn't get one because at that time she was in a nursing home and didn't stop making the Afghans, but the other 3 boys did get their Afghans, and they're in a cedar chest, and I just love them. So every now and then I talk about my grandma. But today I can't on the recipe of this because she didn't have this recipe. She didn't make this one. Okay, so we're going to begin with, we're going to take the 1 cup of Crisco oil. And I have just put it in just a cup like this time to show you. You're going to put that in your mixer. And again, if you don't have a table mixer, it's okay. You can use a hand mixer. You don't even have to have a fancy one like this. Just any kind of a mixer. Then we're going to take your 2 cups of your regular sugar and put that in. And then we have to turn on the mixer to make sure it's down. Turn it on. And you're just gonna beat that until it's well mixed. Very much like if you're making cookie dough batter. But you just want to get all that sugar mixed in with that oil. You're gonna do pretty well on that. I don't have my helper today to help me do the video as far as moving it around. I've ordered some things to help me on that, but they haven't arrived just yet. So again, bear with me on this if you don't really see quite as much as I'd like you to. Again, I like to stop my mixer and kind of scrape the sides and make sure that all the sugar is down there on the bottom for the mixer to grab and get into that cooking oil. where we're going to start incorporating the eggs. And we do them one at a time. And we let them mix up in the bowl, getting in all of the mixture of the oil. Mix them right on in. Beautiful buttercup yellow color. If you have a fun recipe that you'd like me to try, it's something that's been in your family, and you say, oh, you like to make this, and I have something very similar, send me the recipe. I'll try it. Is it this one? Still looking real pretty in there. Just a beautiful yellow. Mixing, mixing, mixing. And that's just this one. When you feel it has mixed pretty well in there. Usually, and I'm doing kind of a fast version of this, because usually you would do 1 minute for each egg. But because I know you don't want to sit here for a full 6 minutes and watch me put in eggs, I kind of speeded it up into you. Mixing, mixing, mixing. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit to put in our flour. Slow it down quite a bit because we don't want flour going all over the kitchen. Flour. And it's just getting down in there, looking real good. And at the very last, you're going to take your coconut extract. This is your flavoring, because coconut pound cake, so we're going to do coconut. And you're going to do 3 teaspoons. There's 1, 2, and 3. Now I've gone ahead and I've preheated my oven to 325. And I'm going to cook this for about 1 hour and 10 minutes. And like most of my videos that I've been doing, I'm going to stop the video. This is part 1 of doing the coconut pound cake. And on part 2, I will be bringing the pound cake out of the oven and showing you that in my Angel Food cake pan, it's going to come out of this. And then we're going to put it onto a pretty cake plate. I have sprayed this pan. Just take any kind of vegetable spray and spray the heck out of your pan. All on top, all in there, so it's coating it very, very well. Don't want your cake to stick. Okay. It's looking pretty good there. Sometimes my bowl sticks too. Okay, I always kind of run the spatula around the sides Make sure you got all the flour in. And if you can see, it just looks pretty much like a yellow cake mix. It really does. So now we're going to come over here and take the Angel Food cake pan and just even little amounts around the cake pan. Smells good because of the coconut already. Just get all the little batter in there. If you find that yours doesn't come out, then please go back and do what the original recipe calls for, which is 1 minute for each egg. I'm going to try it today this way, which I think will be fine. Tastes yummy. I think it'll be fine doing it the eggs that I did for the length of time that I did. But we'll just have to kind of check and see. I'm enjoying making these little videos. I hope you are enjoying watching me. I have a couple other ones that I want to do. But like I said, I'm kind of winging it on having some help to get the camera where I want it. I'll work on that. So I'm going to end this video, and in an hour and 10 minutes, I'll pick it back up with part 2, and you can see what the coconut pound cake looks like and how it looks like on my cake platter. Okay? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in just a little bit. Welcome back. This is Cooking with Carol Diane, part 2 of coconut pound cake. I cooked my cake for an hour and 10 minutes in the oven. This is the finished product. It's not quite cooled down yet, but I wanted you to see how it looks. Yummy, huh? But we're going to go ahead and get it out of the pan so that I can show you on that. I have a very thin knife that I use for things like this. And what you want to do is you just want to go around the sides of the pan, all the way around. The thinner the knife, the better, really. All the way around, even in the middle. You just want to go around. Okay. Then I like to pop it out. Like I said, it's not quite cooled down. You can certainly cool it yourself down and wait that long until it's all cooled down. And then what I like to do is take the knife again and go around the bottom all the way around so that it comes out on the bottom real easy. Hopefully real easy. If we've greased the pan well enough, it will. Okay, now the next step is to get it onto our pretty cake plate. And to do that, what I like to do is take the cake plate, and actually I need to get underneath this a little bit. I'm going to hold this under here because it's still a little warm. I'm going to take this and we're going to flip it and see how that just fell right off of there. And that's what we want. I want it to just fall right off of there. And that is the cake part coming out. Now, it smells delicious. It really does. It smells very good. To cut this, you can do it a couple of different ways. I have these little guys. They are for cakes like this, especially an angel food cake, because they will just go right down this like this, right down this like this, and it will cut it. If you're in doubt, I collect these, another vintage mid-century antique item that I like. Anytime I find one, I pick it up. This one I found, I don't know, a couple years ago at a yard sale. But what I liked about it was the bone handle. And on it, you can't see it in the little camera, I don't think. But it has up in like Alaska, the sled with the guy with his two dogs. And it's on this nice, pretty little bone handle. So I picked that up. I kind of like that. So if you don't like those and you want to just do it the regular way, certainly take a serrated knife and cut down your cake. That's real easy. And take it off there. Look at that. Look at that. Set it on our plate because I intend to have some of this. Oh yes. This is my treat that I gave myself this afternoon, along with a nice cup of hot tea that comes in a pretty little cup that my sister gave me for Christmas. Bless her little heart. Pour a little tea in. And this is my, like I said, my treat this afternoon, my coconut pound cake. You can add other things on this, and I have done that before. I have taken fresh raspberries and put on top with a little whipped cream because it's so good. This is in my little tea bag holder. I don't know. And let's try it out because it smells yummy. Oh my gosh, that was worth waiting for. It really was. I hope you have enjoyed this afternoon's video of the coconut pound cake. Take my word for this on the recipe when it said to add the eggs one at a time and let it beat for 1 solid minute. Now mine came out okay, but I do remember doing this in the past. Put the egg in your blender, time it 1 minute before you add the second egg, time it 1 minute, add your third egg, time it 1 minute until you've got all 6 eggs in there. It makes a big difference. A pound cake is a moist cake, but it's a lot more firm than an angel food cake or a regular cake mix that you're going to be making. I like pound cakes. This is a coconut one. And because it's a coconut extract of the flavoring, you certainly can put in anything you want. Try a pineapple. Try other flavors if you don't care for coconut. I like coconut, so that's why I make this one. It will stay moist when I put saran wrap over it or put it in a container that has an airtight lid to it. Makes a lot. As you can see, I can serve this to a lot of people. I like to make things like this in the summertime. I really do. Like I said, and then I'll put fruit on top with some whipped cream, and it's just wonderful. So kind of guessing by golly on the recipe today because I wasn't quite sure. I hadn't made it in a lot of years. So when you haven't on something like this, you're kind of, I hope it comes out for everybody, but it did. So it's kind of a gloomy afternoon today in Colorado. So my pound cake and my tea just are going to hit the spot. Thank you for sharing your afternoon with me. If you like me, again, push the like button or share this recipe or follow me on Facebook on Cooking with Carol Diane. I'll see you next time when who knows what'll come out of my kitchen for you to see. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye now.